Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, An Evening When Lou Stayed Very Close and Quote. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't and oppose. Like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. The evening began the way many evenings do, soft, slow, and unremarkable at first glance. Outside the window, the city was calming down. Motorbikes passed less frequently, street lights hummed gently, and somewhere far away, a neighbor's television murmured like background music for the night. Inside my small home, the air felt warm and familiar, carrying the faint scent of dinner and freshly brewed tea. Lou, my cat, appeared silently as always. He didn't announce himself. He simply existed, suddenly there, near my feet, his tail curling like a question mark. His fur caught the light in gentle shades, and his eyes reflected the room in a way that made everything feel softer. Normally, Lou liked his independence. He chose his moments carefully, sometimes affectionate, sometimes distant, always on his own terms. But this evening felt different. Instead of jumping onto his favorite chair or retreating to the corner near the bookshelf, Lou stayed close. Very close. As I sat on the couch, scrolling absent-mindedly through my phone, Lou climbed up beside me without hesitation. He circled once, twice, then settled against my side, his body warm and steady. His breathing was slow, even, and confident, as if he had decided that this was exactly where he needed to be. I paused, surprised. I didn't move my arm. I didn't speak. I simply stayed still, letting the moment unfold. Lou's whiskers brushed against my sleeve, and his tail rested gently across my leg. The room felt quieter than before, not because the sounds had disappeared, but because they no longer mattered. Time slowed in a way it rarely does anymore. The clock on the wall ticked softly. Outside, a light breeze moved the curtains just enough to remind me that the world was still turning. Yet inside, with Lou pressed against me, everything felt complete, as if nothing else was required from the evening. I realized then that Lou wasn't just nearby. He was choosing closeness. And that choice, made so simply and without words, carried a warmth deeper than any blanket. As the evening stretched on, Lou remained where he was. Every few minutes, he adjusted slightly, tucking his paws closer, shifting his head, or pressing his back more firmly against my side. Each movement felt deliberate, calm, and trusting. I turned off my phone and placed it on the table. Somehow, it felt inappropriate to let notifications interrupt this quiet companionship. Lou responded by purring softly, a low, rhythmic sound that vibrated gently through both of us. It wasn't loud or demanding. It was steady, like a reassurance that everything was okay. I began to notice small details I usually overlooked. The way Lou's ears twitched at distant sounds, the gentle rise and fall of his chest, the warmth that slowly spread through my side where he leaned against me. These details grounded me in the present moment more effectively than any reminder ever could. At one point, I shifted slightly to grab a blanket. Lou opened one eye, glanced at me, then relaxed again when he realized I wasn't going anywhere. That simple trust, the belief that I would return, that I was safe, felt like a quiet responsibility placed gently in my hands. Later, I stood up to make some tea. Lou followed, padding silently behind me, staying close but never in the way. When I stopped, he stopped. When I moved, he moved. It felt like a shared rhythm, a quiet agreement without rules. We sat together again, this time on the floor near the window. Lou pressed himself against my leg, his tail flicking lazily. Outside, the lights reflected softly on the glass, and the night felt kind rather than lonely. I thought about how little Lou asked from me. Food, a clean space, gentle care. In return, he offered presence. Not constant attention, not noise or demands, just presence. The kind that doesn't try to fix anything, but somehow makes everything feel lighter. That evening, Lou didn't do anything extraordinary. He didn't perform tricks or create chaos. He simply stayed. And in staying, he reminded me that closeness doesn't need to be loud to be meaningful. Sometimes, the deepest connections are built not through grand gestures, but through quiet companionship, shared silence, warm bodies, and trust that needs no explanation. As the night slowly came to an end, Lou remained close until sleep finally claimed us both. When I woke later, he had moved to his usual spot, as if nothing unusual had happened. Yet something inside me had shifted. That evening with Lou reminded me of an important truth about modern life. We are often surrounded by noise, urgency, and constant expectations. We feel pressured to be productive, responsive, and always moving forward. In the process, we sometimes forget how powerful simple presence can be. Lou didn't try to change my mood. He didn't offer solutions or advice. He simply stayed near, offering warmth and quiet companionship. From him, I learned that being there, fully and sincerely, is sometimes the greatest gift we can give. In our relationships with animals and with people, patience and attentiveness matter more than control. Animals like Lou teach us to respect boundaries, to observe instead of force, and to appreciate moments as they are. When we listen without speaking and stay without demanding, trust grows naturally. In daily life, we can apply this lesson by slowing down. Spend time with loved ones without distractions. Put the phone away. Sit quietly. Let moments unfold without rushing them. Whether with pets, family, or ourselves, closeness begins with presence. Animals depend on us not only for care, but for emotional safety. When we offer kindness, consistency, and calm attention, we build a bond that enriches both lives. In return, they teach us empathy, mindfulness, and unconditional connection. That quiet evening with Lou was simple, but its lesson stays with me. Sometimes, the most meaningful moments happen when we choose to stay close, listen deeply, and let love exist in silence.